was just a way of actually making the world that we're living in the film more real. It doesn't mean you can't use that shot, but as handheld, it sort of represents being that viewer, being humanistic, humanizing the camera in a sense, to make it flow, to make it sort of feel like the camera's human now. And I just love the look of I love the look of handheld. It really it truthfully feels like, you know, you're getting an original, each time you're getting an original shot. Each time you do a handheld, there's no way you can perfectly reproduce the last shot you did. So each time it's like you're doing something new each and every single moment instead of just putting it on a tripod. So it's good for, it's good as a director, good as a camera operator, or good as a DP. Maybe not good for a camera operator because he has to hold the camera the whole time, which probably makes all the faults, but it keeps everything interesting. It keeps everything lively.
So what are you doing right now?
I am opening up. I bought on eBay the original Warrior magazine, which it's a comic book, but it's in a magazine size, and it was written and produced in 1981, and this print has the original. Warrior Comics basically was a UK publishing for darker comic books, and all written by Alan Moore and someone else. I forgot who it is. But they took over Marvel Man. They took Marvel Man basically, who was in a sense historically a response to Captain Marvel / Shazam. How much? I mean, earliest memory. My friend Colin Henry, and back in early elementary school, he gave me a Batman comic book. Boom, right there, biggest influence ever. Got the darkness from it. Got the sort of, I sort of wanted to have an appearance of whenever I walk into a room, someone would be like on the edge of their seat, because he always has that when he's with the JLA. The simplified lines. I always copied his color scheme. I'm a huge fan of the Joker. Huge fan of Harley Quinn. Hey, we're gonna go to the comic book store. This is where I go every single week, sometimes twice a week. Long Halloween style. Very film noirish in the way it is, but instead of me typically saying I was influenced by, say, like 40s films, like film noirish, I was mainly influenced by the style of Jeff Loeb, the way he draws. Not Jeff Loeb, but Tim Sale, the way he draws. So I love the way Tim Sale draws, even though it's very influenced by the hard-boiled black and white era, but the way he composes shots. Like lots of, he likes to use the frame as a weapon. He likes to fill in, he likes to use negative gaps. He's very simple about his design. And that's a huge influence on the way I compose images. And also the way I tell a story. And also he likes to use a certain amount of black, and I like to do that too. So it's weird when people would go like, oh yeah, your films are more or less in this style of like that age of like the, Touch of Evil or Double Anonymity. I can just go ahead and say like, hey, it's actually more like Long Halloween or Dark Victory. Because these are shots that I look at in my head. I'm like, I want to put that into a frame. The premiere of the Madcap 3 was sort of surreal. It had sort of the elements of like, we could fail, had sort of the elements of like, we might as well just do it. It's like all these emotions coming at me at once, that I was sort of just numb to everything. I was just, I just wanted to focus on point A, point B, point C, and then just push everything out. Yeah, I thought it went really well. There were no glitches on the tape. We punched the sound just a small bit, just to give it a little small kick. It worked out pretty well. I spent a lot of money promoting it, and I saw a lot of people I've never even seen before go to the films, and that was really cool. I don't know what I can do better, but make a better film. But I think overall it was very positive. I'd like to show it again. I think that's the key thing, because I want to show that film again. It doesn't matter where it is, but I'm happy that people came out and saw my film. I'm just hoping that they tell people, hey, Joe's a filmmaker. Hey, not only is he a filmmaker, but he's a director, and maybe he does a good job. Maybe he's really into stories. It's not my decision to make. After the Madcap is there, I can just let it free. Let it fly. Good job, team. Good job. Filmmaking has basically, filmmaking is me. It's not even basically, it's not an extension of me. It's not a part of me. It is me. Everything that has to do with filmmaking, storytelling, it is basically part of me. To the point of everything that I've experienced, everything that I'm mad at, everything that I have, that has happened in me will show up in my films.